Yeah, I think I think we're excited to be playing a game midweek. It's kind of fun for our guys. I think we're used to Friday, Saturday, weekend games, and it kind of gets monotonous after a while. Practicing 4 days a week and then playing Friday, Saturday. So I think it's a nice, it's a little different for us, and I think our guys are excited after coming off a big win on Saturday to get going again here the night before Thanksgiving. So I'm looking forward to the game, and I think our players are as well.
Bell, go ahead.
Coach, you guys got a taste of Big Ten hockey earlier this season. So what lessons did you learn in Michigan that you're going to kind of translate into Wednesday?
Well, I think Notre Dame plays a little bit different style than Michigan does. I think they're a little bit more structured. So, we have to be ready for that. We have to play a simple game against Notre Dame. Jeff Jackson's been around a long time. His teams have always played with a lot of structure and a lot of detail. So we got to make sure that we have a similar mindset going against Notre Dame tomorrow night.
Go with Laura first. Go ahead.
Hey Jay, you guys have run into trouble with playing structured teams in the past this season. What have you learned from those games that you hope to carry into this weekend?
Yeah, I think we have to stick to our game, not get away from it. I think some of the structured teams we've played, UConn and Lowell, and we've played well for stretches of the game, and then we don't get rewarded or we don't get in the score sheet, and we kind of got away from our game a little bit, I thought, in those games. So we just have to stick to playing a direct game. You can't get fancy against teams that have a lot of structure. You have to play behind them. You can't turn pucks over. You got to really manage the pucks against teams like they're playing with a lot of structure. So that's what we'll be looking for tomorrow night is good puck management, good game management, and again, we talked about Northeastern that we had to play harder on Saturday, and I thought that was there. I thought Friday night, for whatever reason, we just I thought we played somewhat of a soft game.
Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, Laura sort of stole my question, so I'll ask another one. How do you feel about the development of younger defensemen?
The development of the younger D? I missed that again, Rick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think our younger defensemen have done a really good job. Lane Hudson, obviously, I think everyone sees the offense from him, but he's how many games into his career now, and defensively, he's gotten so much better, and I think that's something that he takes pride in. He works at it. He works at it during practice. He works at it watching video. So I've been very happy with that part of his game as well. Like his offensive instincts are there. You don't have to do a lot of teaching with him on the offensive side of the puck. But he's gotten so much better with his gaps and ending plays defensively. So I've been really happy. Lachlan Getz, who's gotten 3 or 4 games now, he's getting better. I know he's not getting a ton of ice time yet, but he's playing better. He's better in practice. He's more confident. And he can bring a little bit of a physical element as well, which I think it helps us. So I expect to see more from him.
How about Ty?
Ty Gallagher's, I think he's a little disappointed that he hasn't. I think last year he got off to a really good start. He's putting up, some goals and assists a little bit more than he has this year. So I think, he's pressing a little bit offensively. But I think overall his game, he's getting more minutes. I think he's playing well defensively. He's breaking the puck out well. So I think the points will come from a little more. But he has to worry about just being a good defender, break pucks out, transition game, and that's going to help him.
Any other questions out there for Coach?
Yeah, I'll jump in. We're seeing a lot of obviously we see a lot of interconference matchups this week. Is it nice to though for you guys to be able to squeeze this in before the holiday? I know you'll have an exhibition on Saturday and you'll still be very much practicing and in season, but as opposed to some of these other matchups that we're seeing over the weekend.
Yeah, I think it's great to have this game. Obviously going into an exhibition game, it's nice to play another real game against a really good opponent. Against the hockey is it's a tough league this year. So to get a little break from that, and not that Notre Dame's not tough, they're a really tough team. But just to mix it up a little, I think it's good for our guys.
Laura, go ahead.
With the short week, just, less time to practice. So what were the things that you chose to focus on the days that you did have to practice?
Yeah, we had Sunday off, so we just practiced yesterday and today. We just focused more on our defensive game. I thought on Saturday and Friday we gave up too many chances in the slot, which is something we try to protect. So that's one of the things that we worked on the last 2 days, and hopefully it translates tomorrow.
Rick, go ahead.
Not a BU question, but how about those Devils?
Yeah, impressive, really impressive. How about the Bruins too? It's pretty amazing. Those teams are on. I guess the new term now is heaters. That's what people say. So they're those two teams are on serious heaters right now, which is it's fun to watch. It really is. I mean, they're built a little different. Devils are really young. Boston's a little different. They got some veterans and a little bit of an older presence, and for both teams doing this well, it's great. I'm really enjoying it.